This 830L is just one of my favorites. If you have a sewing machine you love and you don't want to give it up, but you want some embroidery, look at this. Look at how fun this is. This is a Halloween pillow. And I want you to see how much fun. Look at it. It's got lights on it. It's got glittery pumpkins. It's got a little quilt. Look at this. This was so much fun to do. I just love these kind of things. And so I can do this right here, and all the quilting and everything's done in it. You might have to piece some of the borders, but it was done right here. I want you to look at this machine. This machine has a great big huge throat here. My place where my hoop hooks on is right here. It's all the way over to my right. I have all this space. So if I wanted to embroider this after it was made, I can hoop this and put it right here. Now, you're going to say, well, yeah, you could. But if I'm on another machine, it might have that arm here. I'm going to have to scrunch this all up. And you know what happens when I do that? Do you know what happens? This fabric jumps over in front of this. I don't know how that happens, but it does. It's fate, especially if you get up to go to the bathroom and leave it embroidering, it'll jump. But look here, I have a hoop. It hooks on so easily. I just slide it right on. This is one hoop. It is a 5.5 by 5.5. This is basically a 5.5 by 7. I have a, what is this, 8 by 8? And then I have this great big, huge 8 by 14 hoop. It's huge. Look at this. And built into this machine, it has designs for this great big hoop. And one of Nancy's and my favorite are the In the Hoop monsters. Right here. This is Nancy's In the Hoop monster. She sleeps with it every night. And her husband was feeling kind of lonely. Guess what? He got a monster too. And they were all done in this great big huge hoop. And this hoop has something on it. I'm going to take these hoops and get them out of the way so we can really look at this. Did you notice this nice cabinet? Look at this great cabinet. It's got places for my hoops to hang right here so they're easy to get to. I'm not knocking them over on the floor. I'm not going to step on them. Great big arms, and yet it'll fold up nice and neat. It'll fold up nice and neat for me to put it away. Can you believe that? What a great, great addition to your sewing room. Let's talk about this hoop. I'm going to pull it right over here. If you'll notice, it has these levers on it. So these levers help me. I can put my fabric in right here, and I'm not having to fight it. You know, some of them you got to hold it here and hold it there and hold, and maybe sometimes you even have to call your husband, right? I'm not fighting with this. All I'm going to do is put my fabric in, flip this right here like this, and I'm going to tighten it with these little round dials, I'll call them, and it will go right on to my machine. Now this machine has some features that machines that are embroidery only do not have. And one of those features that I love, I'm going to select a monster and he'll come up on the screen. There he is. There he is. It's telling me on the screen what I need to do. So it's telling me I need that great big 7.9 by 14.2 inch hoop. The design's going to be 7.7 by 13.8. It's 5 colors. The machine's set at 600 stitches per minute, and it's going to take me 20 minutes to do it. Right here's my color list. I can show only what I'm stitching right now. And then one of my favorite features on this machine, and it's on the 920 also, is a based feature. Now this will take my hoop on a ride. It's going to show me where it's going to place that design in the hoop. See that? But my hoop's going to hit that. That's what my hoop's hitting there. Sorry about that. We put the table on. It comes with this big table to support this hoop. But I wasn't...
Did I mess you up?
Yeah. But that's okay, Steve. I got it. We had it a little bit too close. And that happens. And if that happens at home, which it does. It happens every once in a while. We didn't pay any attention back here, how close we had it to the wall. In our case, it was this table. All I'm going to do is shut it off, turn it on again, and it'll go back. It'll be fine. There I go. Okay, so we're going to go back to what I was at. There's my monster again.
So it remembers the last thing that you were doing.
It remembered. So if you have a power outage, you got to go fix dinner, you got to go pick the kids up after school, whatever. If I shut my machine off, or if you're sewing late at night and you don't want to finish, you can shut it off. It will come back to right where you were. But what I was getting at is it has this basting feature on it. And it will baste. So let's say, sometimes you buy a towel and you want to monogram it. And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to hoop my stabilizer and I'm going to lay my fabric on top. But if I don't want to use a sticky, which I don't like to use stickies, I do use them. I'm not going to say I don't. But if you don't want to use a sticky, I can go in here and it will literally baste around my design to hold that fabric on that stabilizer.
That's a great feature.
Yes, it is. It is fabulous. Also, it has this one with one in the middle. So if I was monogramming on a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or something stretchy, it will baste in the middle, so I'm not allowing that to stretch all over. I have an edit screen, and when I go to my edit screen, it's going to allow me to make it bigger, 20% bigger, 20% smaller. It's going to allow me, at this it won't let me copy and paste because it's too big. I can trash it. I can rotate it. I can mirror image it top to bottom, or I can mirror image it side to side. If I were putting lettering on this, I can arch it. I can make it straight. I can pull some of my letters apart. I can change the colors. There are so many things that I can do with this that it just has a world of its own. I can set it up for what I want, and it has a USB port. And I know you can buy designs all over the place. All I've got to do is it comes with the software that allows me to put it on that USB port, put it on that USB stick, put it in this USB port, and I can pull up millions of designs.
Yeah.
There are millions of designs out there. Now, if you're interested in the hoop projects like we've been looking at today, you're interested in any of these projects, that are in the hoop, any of the quilts, you know, and you have a sewing machine, that's it. But maybe you don't have a sewing machine. Maybe you don't sew. That's okay too. You can get this machine and you can embroider. You can embroider your kids' bags, you can make dolls, you can make, there's so much out there to do on an embroidery machine that it is unreal. It is exploded since I started when I was a small child. But if you want an embroidery machine,
Is it strictly embroidery?
that's all that does is embroidery.
So that's the Excellence 8. Oh, I'm sorry, the Expressive 830.
Yes.
So